Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday, happiest of Mercury days. Okay, so let's jump right into this. You all see the title of today's talk. It is The Dangers of Spiritual Bypassing. So I want to talk about this because as a spiritual person myself, a practitioner of the magical arts and a behavior modification specialist, which means I am into the science and the mechanics behind how the mind works, okay? I see the dangers of dealing with mental illnesses or dealing with traumas strictly from a spiritual perspective and not tackling the emotional and mental aspects of this. And I think it's really important for us as spiritual people to start to have an open mind about going and talking to someone, a professional. Now, I know that there's a stigma around therapy and therapists and things like that. But you can use your spirituality to help you select the right kind of practitioner for you, okay? And I always tell people to form a team. You need to have a team of specialists. So get you a therapist, get you a licensed medical professional, a therapist, get you a spiritualist, somebody that does energy work. You want to make sure that the same way you would have, a nail, somebody to do your nails, do your hair, you go to the gym and things like that, right? Or, you get a housekeeper or somebody comes and details your car. All of those people don't do the same job. All of those people have specific jobs. So you want to do the same thing for yourself, for your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, your energetic hygiene and health, right? It's really important to surround yourself with people who can assist you in ways that you may not be able to assist yourself, okay? I have a hypnotherapist. I have a therapist. I have an MD. If I need spiritual assistance, I don't really need that as much these days because I have learned how to do my own spiritual work. But if I needed to, I have places where I can go for that, okay? So the reason why we want to do this, and is this frozen? It looks frozen on my end. Am I frozen? Okay, there we go. So the reason why you want to do this is because it's impossible for us to be well-versed in all things. It doesn't mean that you don't know everything on a soul level. Yes, you do. You do know everything on a soul level, but everything is not ours to master in one lifetime, okay? So right now, my mastery in this lifetime is mastering the mind, okay? Mastering behavior, human behavior, studying this. This is what I study on a daily basis. This is what I teach on a daily basis, okay? I help myself and I help others, okay? Thank y'all. But somebody else's specialty might be heart health, okay? Maybe they are, a cardiologist, and they know the ins and outs of the heart. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of the physical heart. So if I have a heart issue, I'm gonna go see a cardiologist, all right? But what we sometimes see and hear when we're talking to very spiritual people who have dealt, and most highly spiritual people have had some sort of trauma, early childhood trauma, okay? But I'll hear a lot of them solely depend on the spiritual side of that. Now, let me tell you something. If it were not for both therapy and spirituality, I wouldn't be here. I needed both of those things in order for me to heal, in order for me to understand what was going on with me, okay? And so much so I started studying both of those things, in depth and becoming and making it a part of my life, making it my lifestyle and my career path, all right? But I needed both of those things. And it's the same thing for someone who solely uses the medicine, the medical field, and science, and they don't tap into the spiritual aspect. You get more when you use these tools that are available to you. You get more out of it, okay? You get faster results. You get longer lasting results because now you're supported in both the physical and the spiritual realm. There's a difference between, and I made a post about this a while ago, and I went into depth with this in the Be Magic Hypnosis class, that there is a difference between talking to spirit and talking to the programs in your subconscious mind. Now, technically, we can call both of those spirits, okay? We can say that they're both spirits because everything is spirit, everything is energy, right? Spirit, energy. Spirit is breath, air, right? Air, breath is energy, okay? So technically, we can call it all spirit. But for the purposes of breaking this down so people can have a deeper understanding of it, let's talk about the subconscious mind, which is where all of your programs are housed, your paradigms, your belief systems, your behavior patterns, the way you think about yourself and others and how you interact with the world around you, okay? And versus spirit. See, the spirit, everything in spirit is fine, right? Spirit doesn't know any problems or any issues. So in spirit, we turn it over and we let it go. And we just know that it's going to be okay. But if you're not dealing with the deeper issue, and when I say dealing with it, I mean facing what some of you all may call the demons, right? If you're not facing those demons and talking to those demons and understanding what those demons are, which is the intelligence in the low place, the subconscious mind. If you don't understand those parts of you, if you don't know how to work with those parts of you, if you don't know how to transmute it and clear it, it can crop up again. Because see, that's what your subconscious mind's job is. Its job is to continuously show you the parts of you that need adjusting, the parts of you that need some fixing, until you fix it, until you handle it. But if you're not handling it, if you're ignoring it, and you're constantly just doing spiritual things, and remember what I said about spirit, right? Spirit, in the mind of spirit, there is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Okay? Because spirit is not focusing on the problem. Spirit is saying, rise above the problem and go over here and be in this space. But when you can't be in that space all the time because your problem keeps reminding you, hey, we need to deal with this over here. Okay, your prayers and your affirmations and your rituals and your candles and your speaking in tongues and all of that stuff, it works temporarily, but you keep coming back through the cycle again because you have to revisit those problems again because it's still here. It has not gone anywhere because you haven't dealt with it yet. That's spiritual bypassing. I am bypassing the problem, focusing on the solution, which is fine. You can still focus on the solution while dealing with your problem. You have to find, that's a balance, okay? That's an alchemical marriage when I am looking at the problem, doing my due diligence to work on the problem, to adjust it, to transmute it, to clear it, to fix it. And I am also focusing on the solution and seeing it as already done. You need both of those things in order for you to have the best possible outcome, long-lasting to permanent results, okay? Some people focus on the problem and they ruminate over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, and they never stop looking at the problem and talking about what's wrong and talking about their hurts and their traumas and what their mama did and what their daddy did and what this man did and what that woman did and what they did and what they said and what the world is doing and why aren't we talking about this? Why aren't we fixing this, right? Well, you can't fix it if all you're doing is looking at the problem. You do also need to look at it as resolved. It is already done. It is already fixed. Okay? You need both of those in order for you, me, the world to truly come into healing and elevation and ascension. You got to have both. There's no way around it. That is the marriage. Allowing the conscious mind and the subconscious mind to get on the same page, to be in agreement with each other. The conscious mind saying, yes, this is the solution. This is us already at the end. We're at the end result. And the subconscious mind saying, okay, I agree. I agree to allow for this old program to be shifted, changed, transmuted, or cleared, or replaced, or whatever we're going to do with it. I agree. Most people are not operating in agreement with themselves. Most people are not operating in agreement with themselves. They're going against it. They're either not acknowledging the intelligence in the low place that's trying to get their attention, which is why they keep having the same experience over and over and over again, which is why they constantly have to go burn candle after candle after candle after candle after candle. And they're afraid to stop doing whatever ritual they're doing because they're afraid that they're going to revert back to the way things used to be. And that's exactly what's going to happen. If you stop praying, if you stop doing your ritual every single day, you will go back to how things used to be because you have not dealt with the issue at hand. You haven't given yourself the time and the space to fully sit with that, talk to it, get a full understanding of why it's there, how long it's been there, and what it's going to take for it to go away permanently. Most people want a quick fix. They just want to hurry up and feel better. They don't want to deal with the pain anymore. I get it. I understand 100%. It's exhausting. But it is 200 times more fulfilling when you have not only risen up to that great feeling, that sensation of peace and serenity and joy and relaxation and no worries of that thing ever coming back again. That's true bliss. That's true satisfaction. That's true peace. That's true happiness. And now I can spend my time being creative. I can spend my time frolicking through the fields and laying back and relaxing. And I don't have to live under the fear of, well, I haven't done my 108 mantras today. I haven't said my affirmations today. Oh goodness, I didn't light my candles today. I didn't talk to my ancestors today. You can free yourself from being codependent upon ritual and all of that. And trust me, I still ritual. I still light my candles. I still work with my spirit team. I do. But because I have done that deep inner work, and I continue to do that deep inner work, because that's really the magic. That's the magic. I'm the magic. Because I continue to do that on a consistent basis, I do my work inside. I'm already vibrating at the frequency of my spirit team because they are me and I am them. I'm already there. So I no longer live in fear that I forgot to do that today. Oh my God, let me go do this. Girl, I forgot to go. I gotta go home because I gotta do this. Okay. No more spiritual bypassing. No more. Okay. We don't want to get caught up in the same thing that most of us were caught up in organized religion. We want to get away from the fear. You want to stand in the knowing and the awareness that I am the I am. I am that. I am. You want to stand in that awareness that wherever I am, that's what it is. It's not only at my altar. It's not only when I'm talking to my ancestors. It's not only when I'm in ritual or talking to a deity or whatever. It's not only then. It's everywhere I am is where it is. That's real power. That's real strength. And I'm not telling anybody to throw away your spiritual practice, because I don't throw my spiritual practice away. I love it. It makes me feel good. I love it. But if I don't do it one day, guess what? I'm not going to lose my mind and lose everything. That's not going to happen. Because the very thing that was keeping me from being in that higher frequency had nothing to do with whether or not I did a ritual, had nothing to do with whether or not I lit a candle that day. You know what was keeping me out of that frequency? An old program, a paradigm, a belief system. Old hurts and pains from the past that hadn't been cleared out yet. An expectation of something bad was about to happen to me, okay? Or that I was about to get stabbed in the back or betrayed by this and betrayed by that one. That's what was keeping me from my peace. I didn't need a temporary fix. Now, don't get me wrong. The temporary fixes can help raise your vibration enough so that you can do the work without you feeling so heavy, okay? So yes, do those things, light your candles, stand outside and ground, howl at the moon, do your moon rituals, do whatever feels good to you, but do not ignore the real deep down dirty work. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty by dealing with your shit. The moment it comes up, not sweeping it underneath the rug, like, oh, I gotta go to work. I don't have time to deal with that right now. Okay. Oh, let me light a candle for that so I don't have to think about it right now. No, handle that and light the candle. Because pretty soon, the more you handle that, you're gonna realize, I don't really need to burn my candle for that no more. That's just kind of working. It's automatic now, right? Because I am the magic. Everywhere I am, it is. Okay? Don't get caught up in because see, sometimes what we do is when we leave one program, we snap right into another one, right? Because this one feels better than that one. That one felt oppressive. This one, I got a little bit more freedom and I get to make my own decisions and call the shots myself, right? Which is beautiful. That's great. But let's go an extra level up. Let's go one more level up to where everywhere I am, it is. Whatever it is, whatever it is that I am desiring and wanting to create, I am that. And the only thing that keeps me from being that is my own limiting beliefs, my own pain from the past. It's the only thing that keeps me from that. Now let's talk about this other part, where some people will sometimes fool themselves into thinking that they overcame all of that. I'm good. I don't need to do that no more. I'm good. Okay. I'm not saying that that can't be the case, because that is the case. A lot of times people have done that inner work and they have overcome those things and they have healed. But you can see it when they say they've overcome something and you're like, oh, we might got a little bit more work to do. And that's okay. There's no judgment around that. I tell you all the time, there's things that I thought I had totally healed, and I get an opportunity to see, you need to do more work on that. Not better than anybody. Nope, I am not. I'm just aware. I'm aware, and I don't have any problems with saying, hey, I'm still working on that. I'm still working on that. Or I've mastered that. I worked on that for a long time, and now I feel it deep in the depths of me that it is taken care of, that I've done the work. And you will know when the work is done. You will know when you have overcome something. You will feel it, you will know it, and certain things it's just not going to bother you anymore the way it used to. Okay. So, again, I'm not telling anybody to ignore their spirituality or any of that. No, not at all. Do both. Do both. See a therapist and practice spirituality, right? Go to the doctor and practice spirituality, okay? Learn about energy, learn about the mechanics of the mind, how the mind works, learn about emotional intelligence, and go outside and do your earth magic or whatever it is you do, okay? Dance in the water naked, whatever floats your boat, whatever raises your vibration. Do it. Do all of it. Do this and that. But don't get so lost in the escapism, because that's what spiritual bypassing is. It's escapism. It is the same thing as picking up a bottle and drinking to forget about the problems that you're going through. Okay. To forget that that's an issue over there. Okay. Don't get so caught up in the escapism, and magic can be escapism. I'm just gonna, sit and talk to these demons and angels and deities and whomever else and Jesus Christ and Mother Mary and Isis and all these. I'm gonna just sit and talk to them all day long and not deal with this issue over here. It comes up, oh, I'm gonna just go and do a ritual. It feels good, I know it feels good. But do that and go get you some professional help. Do both and find you a therapist who is spiritual. Do your due diligence, do your research. But I see a lot of really mentally unstable spiritualists, people who call themselves gurus and calling themselves, highly spiritual and magicians and all of that stuff. And they are mentally unstable. They are emotionally unstable. You say one thing wrong to them, they snap, they lose their shit. Or they start imagining things. You want balance, equilibrium. You want that alchemical marriage to happen within you, okay? So that you're going to get a lot of people that try to shake up your foundation, okay? Especially if you are, on social media, if you have any type of public forum or platform that you're on, you're going to get people to try to shake you up. You're going to get people to say things, try to say stuff to you just to knock you off your rocker a little bit. You're going to get that. So what? So, and but if you are emotionally unstable, or you still have some issues with insecurity, or you still feel like on some level somebody can come and hurt you or take something away from you, eventually you're going to snap. And the one thing you don't want to do is snap on this platform. You do not want to snap in public and make yourself look like a fool. You just don't want to do that. You give people ammunition when you do that. People are already trying to find holes in everything you say and everything you post, and they trying to come, that's going to happen. Okay. They're acting upon their own insecurities. They're acting upon their own inferiority complexes, right? But when you understand the range of emotions, and you understand the mechanics of the mind, and you understand what trauma looks like, you can see it. You can see it. You can feel it. You can see it without seeing it, So this is why it's really important, if for no other reason, to go seek some sort of professional help, is so that you can talk with an expert, so they can educate you on some stuff, so that you can start to see what is out here, especially for those of us that are doing the work. We out here trying to raise the vibration of the entire planet, whether you are a reader, whether you are a healer of some sort, okay? Whether you do physical healing work like Reiki or massage, whatever, we're out here doing this work. We don't have to be doing it, but we're doing it. So understand all of this. Understand the mind, energy, the way the body works, biology, chemistry. Understand all of it. Don't just focus on one section. Study all of it, because you're studying yourself, right? We're not just, we are spirits, right? We are energy. Yes, we are. But we're not just that. We're flesh and blood. We're humans. We have emotions. We are on this planet. We are on Earth right now. That's what we are. We're on Earth right now. You might have been on another planet, in another star system at some other time in your existence, but right now you're on Earth. Study the body, study the mind, study emotions, understand human behavior, understand it. So when you see certain things, when you pick up on certain things, you know what it is. And sometimes you can respond, and sometimes you just shut your mouth and keep it moving. And that's where real power comes in. Doesn't mean we won't make mistakes. I do. Absolutely. But I found power in those mistakes. And because I have done a lot of inner work of having to feel like I am enough, of having to remember who I am, of having to forgive myself over and 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 over again, because I do that work, right? Because I've done it ad nauseum. And now I do it automatically, right? Where it's not as arduous and hard as it used to be, because I've done it so much. It's just like, okay, the training wheels are off now. And I know, okay, I know what that means when that comes up for me. Oh, I know, okay, I know what I'm doing right now. I know, okay, I know what that feeling is. Let me do this. Let me adjust this. It's done. Okay. So your mistakes, when you make them, might make you be like, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Oh man, I can't believe I messed that up, right? But you're not beating yourself up for weeks. You're not hiding out. You know what I mean? You're not afraid to get up and get out there again and do the work again over and over and over again. You see what I'm saying? So don't be so stuck on one way. It's if you're going to study the self, you need to know all parts of you. And guess what? All of it is spiritual. All of it is spiritual. The mistake that humans made was separating ourselves. We separated, the spiritual science from medical science and science. We started separating it. And now we're starting to pull it back together. I can see medical white page. If any of you guys read white pages, you know that those come from the medical journals and stuff like that. And they're starting to understand the importance of metaphysics, the importance of spirituality. Now, spiritualists need to understand the importance of mentalism, the importance of therapy. Therapy is so important. And don't get me wrong, there are some really twisted therapists out there. It is. They're misguided, but there's some really twisted spiritualists out here that are misguided, right? There's all kinds. Any profession in the world, you're going to have people who are really good, salt of the earth, transparent, loving, doing great work, and you're going to have some that take advantage in all professions, okay? Don't be afraid. Just do your research, do your due diligence. If you got issues that you know you've had a hard time dealing with, it's time to get some professional help, okay? Because there's things that, there are things that prayers do work for. But if you don't know what to pray for, okay, you're going to get the same result over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. If you're praying to not be broke anymore, you don't even know that the words that you're using is sending a signal to the subconscious mind and telling it we're broke. So you get more results, you get more evidence of not having enough, lack and scarcity, because you don't know how to properly affirm what it is that you're manifesting. And some people don't know that because they don't understand the mechanics of the mind. They don't understand how the subconscious mind works. You know, your subconscious mind, it doesn't respond to negatives. So if I'm saying, please, I just don't want to be broke no more. I'm tired of not having enough money. Cancel, 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 by the way, okay? If that's what you're saying to your subconscious mind, all it's hearing is, I don't have enough money. And it is designed to grant every wish. It's a genie in a bottle. You're the bottle. Look at yourself. Aren't you kind of shaped like a bottle? Okay. You're kind of shaped like a bottle, right? The genie's not outside of you. It's not. Sorry to bust your bubble, but it ain't. You are it. It's inside of you. It's always been inside of you. You just have to know how to talk to it the right way. Okay. And the more you understand how to properly utilize your vessel, your body, these bodies are intelligent. Your body is the ultimate magical utensil. It is the ultimate candle. It is the ultimate wand. The body is. Your mouth, powerful. The most powerful petition maker you could ever have. It's the mouth, the words, the sword, the tongue, okay? Your emotions can move mountains. It can also create mountains. So my recommendation, you can take it or leave it, doesn't really matter to me, right? Is to study you. Just study human behavior, study the body, study the mind, study energy, study the brain, study the heart, study, okay? And study, you don't have to understand all of the medical terms. You don't have to know what everything means the first time you read it. Just read it and trust that the knowledge and the understanding is going to be there for you because you already know it. You already know it. This is not your first time in a human body. You already know these things, right? So sometimes we just need to read about it or talk to a person and they help us remember. See, life is remembrance training because we already know everything. We already know. It's been encoded in us. It's in our DNA to know these things. So you don't have to go outside of yourself for anything ever. You really don't. Does that mean you don't need help? No, that's not what that doesn't mean that. It means that I can go here first and say, how can I create ... How can I change this situation to look like this situation? You need to learn how to ask the right questions. Because you're already encoded with the answer, it will come. So maybe the answer is you need to pick up the phone and call that person. You need to message this person. You need to go get this book. Go, you know what, turn on YouTube. Turn on the TV, turn on the radio, okay? And our only job is to be receptive. Our only job is to trust that we catch all the tricks. I don't know if you guys listen to Lawrence Scovel Shen, but one of her prayers or her affirmations is, I catch all the tricks. Ask the right question and know that you catch all the right tricks. Instead of just going off of what somebody else told you to do. What are you telling you to do? What is your infinite intelligence telling you to do? What is your highest self saying for you to do right now? I know what that person said and that person said, and this person, I respect this person a great deal, and they said to do this, right? I know that they said that. You know how many times my own inner guidance has said, I know what they said, but this is what I'm telling you to do. And I'm like, oh shit, let me go do what I just told myself to do. And it's always the best decision. Always. Okay. Trusting ourselves. This is the movement. The new movement is self-trust. And I don't know how new it is, but it's the movement. Okay. I'm not the only one talking about trusting yourself and listening to your own inner voice. A lot of people are talking about it, right? But, you know, some people just take it as us just talking. No, but this is like true practice. It's practice because we come out of the womb not trusting ourselves. We come out of the womb needing to go everywhere else outside of us for the answer. We're taught to not trust ourselves. From the moment we are dropped into our mother's belly or squirted into our mother's belly, I don't know, however that works, right? From the moment we enter our mother's womb, right? We are taught, don't trust yourself. Do not trust your own intuition. Do not meditate. That used to be the rules, right? Don't meditate. That's the devil. That's evil. To meditate, to sit with myself and talk to myself and ask myself questions, that's evil, right? So we're coming out of that. We're coming out of that. Can you believe that that was the teaching? Right? We look at people like they're crazy when they say something like that, like, okay, you might be a little woo. Okay. So now the word is, the teaching is, and it's not new age. This is, I mean, you know, if you read the Bible, if you read any ancient text, it's going to tell you that you are it. I am that I am. I am the great I am. It's nothing outside of me. I am source. You are source. So sometimes my source tells me to come to you because you're also source. Sometimes my source says, go talk to Ty and ask Ty. And then Ty can say, girl, oh, hey, you might want to call this person, or this is a book that I just read and it helped me a lot, right? Ty's not telling me what to do. She's saying, hey, this is what I tried this out, see if this works for you, right? But see, my inner guidance, because I tapped in and I said, hey, I need to know what the next step is for me, right? So remember, your subconscious mind will follow the path of least resistance. So the path of least resistance is, oh, Ty has done that already. So let me hit Ty up and Ty is going to tell me, oh, girl, yeah, I read this book, or I called this person. Boom, thank you. Especially if it's something that I need to get fast, right? So this is why it's important to understand what your subconscious mind is designed to do. People, we say subconscious mind, but we don't really give it full credit. It's a bad mamma jamma. Your subconscious mind is bad, honey. He is something else. Telling you. Okay, study it. Study it. I don't care how you study it, okay? Hey, y'all. Hey, William. Hi, Lady Mystique. Okay, I like to hear that. That's what's up. Hey, Janice. Okay. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Hey, Ty. I was just talking. I think I saw your, see, I think I saw your name pop up, and so I started using you as a as a reference. Yes, indeed, y'all. Hey, Dorinda. I love you too. Hey, y'all. Hi, Miss Doris. Hey, y'all. Hey, Kiosha. Yeah, she's a bad man, Majima. Isn't it bad? It's bad, honey. It's bad. It is off the chain, okay? And when all of the minds are working as one unit, that is so yummy. When that happens cohesively, when all of the minds start working together, you become unstoppable, right? Because when we are separated, when we are in separation from the one source, right? When we separate from it, when our minds are separate, when my conscious mind and my subconscious mind are not congruent, that's when I'm in that constant struggle, that constant state of desire versus fear. I'm in that inner conflict, right? But the moment I start allowing for that alchemical marriage to happen, that's when everything just gets easier. But people struggle because they don't understand the mechanics, the science, right? This is when you need the science. This is where you need the therapy. This is when you need the mechanics, and you need to understand mentalism and how we are designed as human beings. Because let me tell you what happens. When the conscious and the subconscious are congruent and start talking to each other, and that alchemical marriage, when the daddy and the mama get together, guess what happens? Boom. You awaken the God consciousness. You awaken the God mind, and now you're operating in spirit. See how it comes together? But before you go to that place, you have got to relax yourself. And some of us can't get relaxed because we are so wound up. We got so much anxiety and stress from the pain of the past, from stuff that we haven't dealt with. It hasn't been laid down yet, right? It hasn't been cleared or transmuted yet. And that's the stuff that keeps the rumination going. Oh my God, I'm worried constantly. I don't have enough. Oh shit, how I'm gonna do this now. This is, you know what I mean? That's the stuff that keeps you separated. So we want quick fix. So some people's quick fix is eating, sex, staying out all night, partying all the time. Got to have the TV on 24 hours a day. Got to have the phone in front of them 24 hours a day. Always got to have music playing loud. You ever hear people in the car with the music like full blast? I'm like, well, I wonder what they're trying to drown out. But not everybody. Sometimes you just got a good song on and you're like, oh my God, this is my song. You jamming out to it, right? But yeah, most of the time, you can feel it. I know I can feel it when I'm riding and I'm like, oh, they got their music up full blast. What y'all trying? I'll just look over and be like, yeah, they trying to drown something out. Okay. When you're constantly trying to distract yourself from the thing that's bringing that discomfort and conflict, you are separated. Your conscious and your subconscious mind is in separation. They are not congruent. So therefore, the longer you stay in separation, the more you stay further away from tapping into that God mind, the superconscious. That's where flow is. That's where creativity lives. That's where the inspiration comes. That's when you just manifest it. You're like, I don't even know where this came from, child. Somebody just don't put this money in my account today. I just woke up to, I just woke up like this. I just woke up in a brand new Bugatti, right? I didn't know that was going to happen because I'm in the flow. The stuff that used to keep me separated from that has been dissolved and replaced with new, fresh, beneficial energy that raises my vibration. And so now I'm just over here vibrating. I'm chilling and dancing in the God mind, in the God frequency, in the superconscious. So that's why everything comes to me. People tell you it's your mindset. You got to change your mind. You got to get out of your own way. But how do I get out of my own way? Most people can't explain to you the mechanics of it. They can't break it down for you to say, oh, that's what I got to do. Because they don't understand it themselves. Okay. All right. Hope that it's helped someone today. So I'm still doing the 5 hours of free subconscious reconditioning training. All right, I'll put the link here in the description, and some of y'all are already in the class, so y'all know how we get down. And by the way, for those of you who are in the class, I will have the last week's lesson. I'll have everything uploaded. Okay, the video and everything like that will be uploaded. So if you want to learn more about how this stuff works, you can do this class for your own self-mastery, okay? To study yourself. You can do this class to study yourself. You can do this class to become a certified professional hypnotist. Totally up to you, okay? However you want to do it. All right. But either way, you will be changed. At the end of it, you are going to be a very different person. You're going to be the same person, but your walk is going to be different. Your talk is going to be different. The way you think about things will be different. All right. So that is going on. We're also doing another cycle of the Breaking Chains, Overcoming Codependency. Codependency shows up in so many different areas of our lives. It's not just in love relationships. It's not just being clingy and needy. and being a doormat is so many other things. All right. And we go into great depth in that in those sessions. Okay. So that's a 6-week session. Okay. It's a group session. You can also do it solo. You're going to pay more if you do one-on-one sessions with me for that. But it's 6 weeks. I do no more than 4 people per group. We meet once a week. The group chooses the day of the week and the time that we meet. And we just go through this amazing, beautiful process to help you get to the next level. Okay. I love y'all. Thank you so much for your time and your energy today. I appreciate each and every one of you. If anybody has questions about anything, you can inbox me. I'll send you a link to set up a free phone consultation. All right. So y'all enjoy your Wednesday and the rest of your week. It is Wednesday, right? Yes, it is Wednesday. Child, I swear, days a week, they just run together. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Bye.